Stephano.
How's everybody doing? Woo.
Good,
Oh,
man.
This is a nice crew right here. This is great. This is great.
What's up, Stephano?
Hey, man, going all around the country right now. I'll promote my single on Model Roll and getting this great opportunity to sing in front of you guys. So this is fun. This is
Well, we're
great.
happy to have you here. Welcome to Orlando. This is Wxxl 1067.
Yeah.
This is Johnny's House, the morning show here.
Yes, sir.
And we stayed here just so we could talk with you.
Let's do it, man. I'm ready.
Now, when you're watching Idol now, do you feel what they're feeling? Do you know what they're going through?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean the thing about American Idol, I mean there's only one stage like that. I mean it's similar to the Super Bowl as far as biggest stages in the world. You got all that pressure, the scrutiny that comes after anything that you do on there. After I got off of the show and I went and did other performances or anything. I mean it's so crazy how much it prepares you. You could do anything now,
When you're in there and you're on the show, do you have any idea once it's going on the popularity that you're gaining, or you really don't realize that till once you get off?
You definitely realize it when you're on the show. I mean, it's literally overnight you're a household name, and you go to the bank and all the ladies there know you, and it's. I mean, that was the only time really we would go public, when we go to the bank or anything like that, and we just walk in, and one day you're just Stephano, I'm just walking in, and then the next day it's like mayhem in there. It's crazy. The thing that is crazy about that though is literally after you get off the show, it's like here's your ticket home, thanks for coming, and you go back home, and for a lot of people it's a really hard transition. A lot of people go into depression, and it's really hard for people to bounce back from that. So fortunately I stayed in LA. I was only idle to stay in LA and start working on my own career, and everything paid off.
Now, I've always wondered this. Once you get eliminated to the show, do you go back to the house? You get your stuff, and they say, "All right, get out."
Yeah, basically. Yeah. You pack up and you out in an hour. They're like, you have 2 hours. You need to hurry up and get your stuff.
Really?
Yeah, for real.
Change
No
the locks,
jokes.
change everything so you can't get back in.
Yeah.
Tonight's elimination, what do you go through the day of an elimination? Like, what kind of day is it?
The day of elimination is really stressful. It's a different experience for everybody. For me, I was in the bottom like the whole show, so like I was so used to it. I was like, well, today it could be the day or it could not be. I mean, what are you gonna do? And so I mean, it just depends, but definitely a lot of anxiety. I remember the first couple times I was in the bottom, and it was so nerve-wracking, especially when you get the critique, like a bad critique, or the way the show presented you. It wasn't exactly how you wanted it to be. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Simon, there we go. Simon, everybody, give him a round of applause.
Simon,
he's a good guy.
He is.
So I mean, it's pretty crazy. So I send my heart and my love to them right now because they need it for sure.
Now, this going on so many seasons, and this with idols being eliminated, have they set up some type of after-show counseling? Because like you said, 1 minute, like for you, 1 minute you're on the show, you got 2 hours, you wake up in bed, and your mom's like, get up, and you're like, wait a minute, was that a dream?
Unfortunately, no, but there should be. There should be some help. I think the NFL just put in some new thing for all the hits that are all getting messed up. I think they need to do one for Idol too.
Do you still keep in touch with the people that were on with your season?
Yeah, of course. It's funny when people ask me that because I actually hang out with Casey Abrams the most out of everybody. He lives right down the street from me, and I'll bring him around like my friends and everybody, and everyone's like, who the hell is this guy? Like,
wow.
he looks like a bum off the street. And I'm like, no. By the end of the night, everyone's loving Casey. He's so funny. And over tour, me and him got really close. We started writing a lot of music together, and we're both music brains. So it's like, we're complete opposites, as far as, what we like to do and stuff like that, except for the music. All the music and everything it's very similar. So we really hit it off, and he's a great guy.
What do you think is the it factor that changes a contestant after the show's over and after they get eliminated to become something bigger than American Idol, the Kelly Clarksons, the Carrie Underwoods? What is that makes some of them become huge and others, stay mildly popular.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is it's set up for some and it isn't for others. And I think for the winners, it is set up to really try and really make an impact in the industry. And it's important for the integrity of the show to do that and put a lot of help behind these big stars, like you said, and the winners and stuff like that. For the others, it's really difficult because you don't really have much support. For me, again, it's really all up to you. I mean, a lot of the people don't know how to really handle it. Coming from living in their mom's basement to all of a sudden they're this huge star. So for me, I knew what I had to do. I kept goals for myself. I kept working. I'm a bit of a hustler. When I was on the show, we were the only season that had all these producers at our disposal, the best producers in the world right there. A lot of Jimmy's producers, just amazing producers. And I got in good with, Pola Don, Dallas Austin, Toby Gad, Rock Mafia, and all these guys I've worked with after I got voted off because of those relationships. Who you know in timing's huge in this business. You guys know that. Yeah. And so, I just made sure to really make good people, make good friends, and stay in LA and work. Went on tour, had great reviews, the best reviews all on tour, and, got signed. Yeah. So, just keeping it.
Now you signed with Hollywood Records. Now, when you stay in touch with the other guys, when you got signed, do they cheer you on, or you're trying to help them get their deals, or how does that work?
Well, I mean, everyone's very supportive of each other, and I think that has to do with even the industry. I think a lot of people are very supportive of each other. But I mean, when we were all after we got off the show, it was an anomaly how many people actually got signed. It was the only season to have all these people getting signed. I mean, I think 7 or 8 of us actually got deals. Some major, some not, but we all got deals. And it's a testament to the talent and the amount of hard work that all of us are willing to do and how much we really wanted it. So I tip my hat to all of them.
So once you sign your deal, you get in and you decide what producers, what songs, how does that work?
The first thing was to pick the actual label that I wanted to go with. Fortunately, I had options. Def Jam also was very interested, and I think for me it was I wanted to be with Hollywood because they want to make me a priority. They really were interested in what I could do and who I could be as an artist. And that was number one for me. As sexy and fashionable as that label could have been, the chance of me getting shelved or something like that are so high because of all the artists that it has. So I knew I needed to go with Hollywood, and it was a great choice for me. And then from then on, it was look, I know what lane I have. I know what I need to do. I know what kind of music I need to do. Let's work with who you have. Let's work with some of the people that I know and I have, and let's try and make the best music possible and go from there. And we really got to do that. I work with, again, a lot of the producers that I named off, Dallas Austin, Toby Gad, Rock Mafia, who's I'm on a roll. I co-wrote that with. And, just making sure that you're putting yourself in the best position possible. That's all you could do. It's a crapshoot. It's a chess game. So for me, it was just about going in there, putting myself in the best position to make sure I succeed.
So Idol opens a door, and then you got to hustle to get through the door.
Exactly.
And then getting signed opens a door, but a lot of people think you signed and that's it, I'm famous, but that's not how it works.
No, that's not it at all. There's so much work to do, and I think a lot of people on this trip have been, how does it feel? How does it, and it feels great to be here and get this opportunity to be in front of you guys. When they told me I got to go all over the country and sing in front of people and show them who I am as an artist, as a person, it was yes, because I have so many people that have this notion on who I am and from Idol. So when I get to go in here and really kick butt and show people, hey man, I'm not messing around, and it's just the people that I surround myself with. It all has to do with this, and I'm just very lucky to be here.
We're going to ask you more questions, but they want to hear you sing.
Yeah, we got to sing now. I'm ready to sing for you guys.
Look, we interview. We'll talk all day.
Yeah.
What song you want to sing for us?
This song is called Last Day. Now, if any of you guys have followed my story, I was in a car accident 3 years ago. I was in a head-on collision with a drunk driver, over 100-mile-an-hour impact, have scars all over my body, but I survived. And this was a very important, pivotal moment in my life that got me to this moment. So I wanted to add that in the album and talk about that. So this is Last Day. Hope you enjoy. Cover sudden shattered glass, rock bottom in a flash, crashing down to the floor. I never saw the car, I woke up in your arms, felt like I was reborn. When my life flashed before my eyes, all I could think about was you. When I didn't know if I'd live or die, all I could think about was you. I said I'm not ready for goodbye, so I swear if I survive, I'll be living every day, every day, every day, like it's the last day of my life. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, the sky was crystal clear, wishing that you were here, ripping open my door. And all these scars I wear remind me that I'm here, living for something more. I said I'm not ready for goodbye, so I swear if I survive, I'll be living every day, every day, every day, like it's the last day of my life. Oh, 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 oh. And all the yesterday's mistakes, all the wrong turns that I made, all the ordinary days, and the moments gone to waste, they don't matter anymore, anymore, anymore. Hey, all I could think about was you, when I didn't know if I'd live or die. All I could think about was you. I said I'm not ready for goodbye, so I swear if I survive, I'll be living every day, every day, every day, like it's the last day of my life. Oh, 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 last day.
Stephano.
Thank you.
Nice.
Last one. Thank you very much.
Prior to Idol, what was your singing experience?
Well, I lived in Seattle. I was from Seattle, and I studied in every kind of vocal performance that you could study in, from R&B vocal, vocal R&B, gospel to opera, classical, folk. I studied in college. I got a full ride scholarship for jazz, so I studied jazz for 3 years, and then all in between, regular choir, choral choir, whatever. So I mean, I worked for about 8 years of just straight, vocal whatever performance, and it definitely gave me a great foundation because I know how to sing anything really, and it helps me with this kind of stuff too.
So it seems like that when you went into Idol, you had a plan that if you got voted off, you're going to stay and pound the streets and make it happen. You think a lot of contestants going in don't see that far, or just think once you get on the show's going to take care of it from there?
Yeah, well, this is the thing about it. When you're on the show, you really feel, and people around you, and the way the platform works, it makes you feel like you did make it. And most people that are in it feel like they did make it. And the whole time I was in it, I'm sitting in the back of my head like, I haven't done nothing yet. I haven't done one thing. I mean, just because I was on American Idol, even right now, I'm a new artist. I'm a brand new artist, and so I really kept that mentality the whole time, and realized it, and it kind of kept me grounded. I mean, it did keep me grounded because it wasn't enough. And it wasn't enough to be on a show, and it wasn't enough to be a reality TV star. That wasn't what I wanted, and that's not why I did Idol. I did Idol for the foot in the door in the music industry, and I got a lot of heat for that. after I got voted off, because I was like, yo, man, you know, I didn't necessarily do it to be the American Idol, you know, and I got a lot of, you know, criticism for saying that.
You said that out loud?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people were like, after I got voted off, a lot of people were like, well, why did you look so happy? You know, why were you so? And it had a mixture between, I was like, thank God I'm done with this. Like, I don't have to worry about this no more. Man, I can worry about myself now. And then it had to do with that too. You know, I knew if I used the tools that they gave me. I mean, the thing is about Idol, it's Star School. I mean, you learn how to interview, you learn how to work with people, you learn how to go in and record in a night, and like, you know, it's crazy. I mean, you're going 100 miles an hour. Like I am now, and it's just great preparation. I knew if I used the tools, I was a sponge on that show, man. I soaked everything up. If I used what I got on there and worked on my own and used the contacts that I got, there was no way I couldn't get to this point. And so yeah, that's how I could say that.
So how would you categorize your CD, your album?
How could I describe it?
Yeah.
Well, it's a very colorful album. Like the next song I'm gonna do for you guys, it's a little more on the R&B side. I grew up on R&B. I love it. Stevie Wonder, my dad, they're big R&B singers. I was raised off them. They're huge influences in who I am as an artist. So it's a very colorful album. There's all sorts of different elements, you know, from the dance pop, like my single. The single is definitely the most poppy song on the album. But there's from there to, you know, R&B pop to R&B to the last song on the album is just me playing piano. It's my father's song. He wrote it. It has a mixture between like an Elton John, like Josh Groban meets Stevie Wonder meets my dad. Like, it's crazy, and it's just me, piano, and string. It's very intimate, very close song to me, and I'm so happy I get to put that. So I mean, there's a huge range of just different stuff. It's crazy.
So when you being your first CD, they let you pick what you wanted?
Yeah, I mean, the songs that I wrote and then that I co-wrote, you know, we go back to the label. I mean, everything, they have to approve it, of course. But most of the time they were like, wow, I mean, whoa, that was cool. Like that one, Last Day, I co-wrote that one with Toby Gadd and Lindy Robbins. And my A&R, John Lynn, was like, I'm not gonna lie, when you came back with that song, I didn't think that anything could be as amazing as that was. I mean, to do a song that is so personal to me, that I could translate and make it more relatable and communicate with just anybody listening to it, that was really important. And to have such a personal thing happen to me and be able to do that was really cool. So that was the last song. But let me sing again. And I'm going to sing another one for you guys. This is called Cherry on Top. And this is definitely my Stevie Wonder Prince Steve. So check it out. I'm going to get off this mic stand here. Yeah. Give Mike a round of applause right here. He's getting down. He's singing too. He's really good. I gotta say, I gotta hand it to him. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Met you on a Sunday dress, smiling at me, yes I must be blessed. Picked you up Friday, caught it till late, but we didn't make it back till Saturday. Everybody called you goody two-shoes, said you'll never be down with my player roots. But I know something they don't know. You got a sweet tooth for the bad boy. Oh, don't get me wrong, she's no tramp. I'm her jelly and she's my jam. Better than ice cream, sweeter than pie. She's got everything that I require. On a hot day, she's my soda pop. She's a high-class woman and my cherry on top. Woo, yeah, oh no. We go together, marshmallow and flame, like hot cocoa and some candy cane, peanut butter and chocolate, sugar on toast. It tastes so good when we get this close. toast, better than ice cream, sweeter than pie. She's got everything that I require. On a hot day, she's my soda pop. She's a high-class woman and my cherry on top. Yeah, whoa. Don't get me wrong, she's no tramp. I'm her jelly and she's my jam. Better than ice cream, sweeter than pie. She's got everything that I require. On a hot day, she's my soda pop. She's a high-class woman and my cherry on top. My cherry on cherry on top. Yeah. My cherry on cherry on. My cherry on top. Oh. My cherry on cherry on. My cherry on top. Whoa. Cherry on top.
Stephano.
Thank you very much.
I honestly think you've gotten better since American Idol. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you very much.
Seriously, I watched you on American Idol and you were good, but you're like so great now.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I'm
really
serious. Is that an insult? I don't think it is.
Oh, wow. I appreciate that. What?
¿Hablas español o no?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Rosette, let's just say Rosetta's kicking my ass right now. I can just tell you that.
The commercials make it look so easy.
I know, right? They say it's military use, but I don't get it. I'm not trying to wonder what's going on.
I read that you were Latin or doing a Latin album or something, so I didn't know if you spoke Spanish.
See, this is the thing. It's like I have such a huge Latin following. I'm half Spanish, half Italian. And so it was really important to me to this is the thing. I actually represent a huge part of the United States in growing up and not learning the language. My mother was really, it wasn't good to have an accent. She grew up and she didn't want me to know it or have an accent like that. It was really bad for her and she had a horrible experience. So they didn't raise me with the language. And all my life, I was raised with, being the coconut or whatever. And, as annoying that it was, but it was just how she was raised, how she was brought up, and the times, and a lot of people that have been through those times know and hadn't been raised with language. So there's a lot of people out there, and unfortunately I have to represent that, but I'm definitely working on the language for sure. I got to learn it.
I was just curious.
Hey, you guys got any questions, Stephano?
Yeah, any questions?
Told y'all about being so shy.
Go ahead.
Stevie Wonder is definitely a big influence in your life, and on the show, whenever Stevie Wonder was there, did you get to talk to him? Did you ever talk about him?
No, man, I didn't get to talk to him. They kind of whisked him in, and then he was out of there. And it was such an amazing moment, though, because I remember being on stage, and it was like, oh my God, Stevie Wonder's right on stage, and I'm singing backgrounds, and he kind of messed with one of his lyrics, and I almost started singing, but I was like, oh, it's Stevie Wonder though, I can't. And so it was it was just so surreal, and but I'm gonna meet him. I know there's some music on here that I know he's gonna hear, and he's gonna love it. So I'm really excited to get to know the guy. It's gonna be fun.
What other artists do you get excited about? Because I was talking about Stevie Wonder. You were just excited. What other artists do you get excited about?
Well, I mean, you know what? Again, I've been raised by I was in a musical household. My father raised me on great music. I mean, I listened to people like Pavarotti, my whole life, to Stevie Wonder, to just like Prince, or like my mom, she had all the pop stuff, and my dad would have a lot of the jazz, Ella Fitzgerald, Mel Torme, and a lot of the classics, Nat King Cole, and so I got a huge variety of music, and when I was a little kid, my father gave me a Beethoven CD. And I would listen to it over and over and over again. I was really young. He gave it to me when I was 4 or 5 years old. And my favorite song on there was the Moonlight Sonata. and we had a little keyboard like that, and I played the song from just the earphones, and that was when they were kind of like, oh my God, I think, you know, he has a gift, and I think the next week they bought a big grand piano after that. So
Can you do it now?
I think I could do a little bit of it. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. This is all off memory though. So.
All right. Dude, that is bad.
I can't remember hot cross buns on my recorder.
Wow.
Thank you.
They just blew me away with that.
I haven't been playing that in a while.
I want to learn that. Press the ladies.
Yeah.
No, jeez.
That one song.
That's it. That's all I got.
You know anything else? No, that's all I got.
One more time.
Here's the remix. Anybody else got any questions for Stephano?
Any questions? Are we?
You single?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
a little bit of a lover.
Okay.
Actually, the next song I'm gonna sing for you guys, this song is called "Yes to Love," and this was important. I mean, this is the color red on my album, I guess you could say. You know, coming in, I wanted to show a lot of the love songs. I wanted to do some of that. I knew I couldn't come out with that right away, just because you can't right now. I can't right now. But I wanted to include it, and this song is very personal. It's about really saying yes to love, literally, and accepting it. And I think one thing about today's society, I don't think people know how to accept love as much. And but when you do, it could be the best moment of your life, and you remember that moment, you cherish that moment. So this is Yes to Love. Hope you enjoy. The first time I saw you coming through that door, I remember every detail, down to the clothes you wore. Such a vision, baby, like nothing I've seen before. Looking at you now, I say for sure, it was the best day of my life. 'Cause ever since you, everything's right. Yeah, the best days of my life are up ahead. 'Cause we both said yes to love, yes to love, yes to love, yes to love. The best day, no other day before this can compare. The way I see you, baby, like a vision standing there. Hallelujah comes to mind. There's never been a better time than with you right here and now. 'Cause baby, it's the best day of my life. 'Cause ever since you, everything's right. Yeah, the best days of my life are up ahead. 'Cause we both said yes to love, yes to love, yes to love, yes to love. Oh yeah, yes to love, yes to love, yes to love. The best day, nobody knows fate works in your life. People come and go from time to time, and you could have made a left turn and now you're right. And you could be out with someone else tonight, and I'd have missed the best day of my life. 'Cause ever since you, everything's right. Yeah, yeah, the best days of my life are up ahead. 'Cause we both said yes to love. Ooh, yes to love, 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 the best day. Ooh, no. Yes to love. Thank you.
So what's up next? You got the radio tour. You're going on a main tour. What's up next?
This is my third week. I've been on tour now and just going around the whole country and again just showing them who I am as an artist and what I can do vocally and you know, I like going around and doing this. This is great for me. So next, you know, we're just gonna start doing some shows. I got a big show in New York in June. We're just gonna start dabbling around and really solidifying myself as not only a singer but a real performer. And that's very important, you know, in today's music. You know, not only the production but of the songs, but the performance, how you present it, and what you could do with it. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been working really hard on that.
So you singing, dancing, the whole...
Yeah. I mean, if you saw, I performed on Idol about 3.5 weeks ago. You know, I was... the last performance I did an EO song, and I just kind of, you know, I was moving around and really performing it. And, you know, it was important to me to come back and make sure that I showed how much I've grown as a performer. And so I came back and, you know, I had a whole thing. I had a whole bunch of dancers and, you know, I had a whole dance break and everything. And it was really cool. I showed off those high notes. You know, I'm hitting it. I'm really having a good time on stage. And it was really good. It turned out great. So that's really important. And then also tour, you know, we have some tour ideas, some big tours. Opening up for some huge acts, and that would be also an amazing opportunity. I don't want to throw it out there because it's not 100% yet, but you know, so far the record's been doing so good, and so it's really predicated on the single and how well it's doing. And so right now we're on the right track, so we'll see what happens.
What other artists you'd like to work with? The biggies. The biggies
that I'd love to work with. Definitely like CeeLo Green, John Legend. If I could pick Usher's brain for a little bit, I would love to do that. Even Justin Timberlake. And then like people like Stevie Wonder, I can't wait to meet him. And there's so many people. I'd love to be on stage with Andre Bocelli one night and just kind of do my opera stage real fast and just, you know, kill it. You know, there's so many great people out there, you know, and I've been listening to so much music lately, especially a lot of the contemporary stuff, you know, a lot of pop radio and a lot of Hot AC and stuff like that. And I think it's really important to know what works and what doesn't work and why things are hits. And even though they don't make sense, you try to put your head around it, you know, just to understand, you know. So I've been listening to a lot of music and it's competitive out there. But I know what I got to do and I have goals and I'm ready to work and, you know, we're on the right track right now. I'm a little bit on a roll.
At what point will you be when you say, you know, Stephano, I've made it? What do you have, 3 number ones?
Man, you know what? I let's hope for it. You know, I'm gonna be working for it. I mean, I'm gonna roll the second single's huge, and you know, Yes to Love could be a wedding anthem for the next 10, 20 years down the line. So you know, it's about the music. And you know, I went into the first meeting with Hollywood Records when we knew that the deal was gonna be made, and I said, look, I'm all about doing these pop records and doing these big records, but I want to sing. I want to sing these records. I don't want it to be fabricated. I want there to be integrity in not only my voice but the music, the sound. I want it to be real, and we definitely got that across on this album. I'm so excited for you guys to hear it.
No auto-tune?
I don't think I need it.
No.
No, boy.
Who do you think's gonna win Idol?
Oh man, I hope Jessica does. I hope
Okay.
Jessica does.
All right.
Yeah.
No, Philip.
She's
I
gonna
kinda
argue.
got
With,
money
she's been
on
killing
it.
us all
I
day.
kinda
She's
got
gonna
some
argue
money
with you.
on it.
Yeah, she got.
Oh, you got some money on it? Hey, a white guy with a guitar is not a bad bet. It's not a bad bet. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
You have one more? I heard you.
Yeah, you
I
know
heard
what?
if we were really nice, you'd give us one more.
Yeah. So me and Mike, we've been messing with this song. I sang it for the first time for audience yesterday. Yeah, but you know what? I don't even need to explain it. Let's just do it. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. Yeah. But it would be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. Yeah. You see, man made the car to take us over the road. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. And man made the electric light to take us out of the dark. Man made the bowl for the water, yeah, like Noah made the ark. This is a man's world, oh, but it would be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl, yeah, oh, ooh. Man, think about a little baby girl, hey, and a baby boy. You see, man make them happy, hey, 'cause man make them toy. And after man make everything he can, you know the man make money, yeah, to buy from other men. Ooh, this is a man's world, but it would be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. Yeah, nothing, yeah, nothing at all. Oh, this is a man's world, but it would be nothing without a woman or a girl. Yeah.
And that's something you're playing around with?
Yeah.
Wow.
Laura's about to faint.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's a little hard to sing in the morning, but you know, I'm
No,
trying.
you nailed it, man.
I'm trying. you
It's
know.
good that you're doing these, the radio tour that you're doing, because it shows us another side of you, another avenue. I'm a fan. I liked
Thank you,
you
man.
before, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan now.
Cool, man.
You're an
Thank you
amazing
very much.
talent.
Thank you very
You
much.
really
man.
are. And you got your head on together. You know the industry, and I do see you going far, man.
Thank you very much.
Hey,
It's a pleasure.
Stephano,
It's been a
everybody.
pleasure. Thank you so much, you
Thank you
guys.
so much, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you. So we're gonna take some pictures now, or what's going on? I don't know if we could do it next to the wall, because apparently I'd match right out. I feel like a chameleon over here. What is
Yeah,
this?
your head was just floating around.
What
on
is
the
this
video.
going on, man? You give me the memo or something. What the man?
You want to take photos, you guys?